Tonight's bedtime story, The Mermaid's Lantern, by Jem Starling. The sea shimmered beneath the night sky, calm and glassy like a sheet of silver silk. Above it, the stars twinkled like tiny lanterns hung by the moon herself. The ship Moonlight Dancer drifted softly with the tide, her sails catching the faint glow of starlight. From the highest mast, her flag a crescent moon, stitched in gold, fluttered proudly in the cool sea breeze. On the deck sat a row of young sailors in training, their eyes wide with wonder as they gazed up at the glowing sky. It had been a long day of lessons, tying knots, scrubbing decks, and steering practice. Their captain, old Captain Juniper, ran a tight ship, and the children were completely worn out. "How do you always get everything right, Nico?" asked a small voice. It was Finn, the youngest of the crew. Nico chuckled softly. "Well, I've been sailing since I was little," he said. "My parents were fishermen. The ocean feels like home to me." The others sighed. It was true, Nico always made sailing look effortless. But each of them had a special gift too. Marina could tie any knot in record time. Luca was brilliant with the maps and could read the stars like an old sailor. Pip had the best sense of direction and could steer straight even through fog. And Finn, well, Finn was brave. He might be small, but he always volunteered first when things got tricky. All of them had found their rhythm except one. Her name was Isla. She was quiet, thoughtful, and kind, but there was one thing she couldn't do. She was terrified of the dark water. When the others practiced diving from the deck or swimming laps beside the ship, Isla would stay perched safely on a barrel, clutching her knees and pretending to keep watch. It wasn't that she disliked the ocean. In fact, she loved its sound, the soft hiss of the waves and the whisper of sea foam. She just couldn't bring herself to jump in. She'd never learned how to swim. Instead, she'd always stayed inside reading stories about mermaids and adventurers, imagining herself brave enough to join them. But stories and reality, she'd discovered, were two very different things. That night, as the others drifted below deck, Nico noticed Isla still sitting alone, staring at the horizon. The moon's reflection rippled gently across her face. "Isla," he said softly, "aren't you coming down? It's bedtime." She shook her head. "I don't think I'm cut out for this," she whispered. "I'm not like everyone else." Nico frowned and sat beside her. "Of course you are. You've got a Sailor S heart shoe. Just Haven T found your sea legs yet." Isla sniffled. "You don't understand. Marina can tie knots faster than lightning. Luca can read the stars. And you're fearless. I just get scared." Nico smiled gently. "Even captains get scared sometimes," he said. "But do you want to know a secret?" She glanced up. "When I was your age," he continued, "I was scared too. The ocean felt endless. I was sure I'd get lost in it. But my father gave me something that helped." He stood up, eyes gleaming with a sudden idea. "Follow me," he whispered. "Where are we going?" Isla asked, glancing nervously toward the stairs below deck. "Just trust me," Nico grinned, motioning her forward. They tiptoed down into the belly of the ship. The wooden floorboards creaked softly beneath their bare feet, and lantern light danced across the walls, painting them gold and amber. The ship's corridors felt alive with the hum of the ocean outside. The sound of the waves echoed faintly like a lullaby through the timbers. Finally, Nico stopped before an old chest tucked behind a coil of rope. Its lid was carved with stars and shells. He lifted it carefully, and inside lay a small glass lantern shaped like a seashell. It glowed with a faint, soft blue light. "This," he said, "is the mermaid's lantern. My father said it was a gift from the seer, reminder that light always finds you, even underwater." "It's beautiful." Nico nodded. "Whenever I was scared of the dark water, I took this with me. I'd hold it tight, and somehow I wasn't afraid anymore." He pressed the glowing lantern into her hands. "It's yours now. Tomorrow we'll start slow, just dipping our toes in. You don't have to rush. The ocean will wait." For a moment Isla didn't speak. The soft blue light shimmered across her face, making her eyes sparkle like tiny waves. "Do you really think I can do it?" she whispered. "I know you can," said Nico. That night, Isla kept the lantern by her bunk, its soft light swaying with the rhythm of the sea. For the first time, she didn't dream of falling into the water, she dreamed of swimming through it. And when the morning sun rose over the endless blue horizon, Isla stood barefoot on the deck, the mermaid's lantern in her hand and a tiny smile of courage on her lips. Tomorrow would be her first swim, and this time she wouldn't be afraid. End of story. The Mermaid's Lantern, a bedtime tale about courage, friendship, and finding your light, even in deep waters.